Untitled Chapter channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, but it's been pretty highly requested that I show you guys my makeup routine, and I was hesitant to do that for a while, mostly just on here because I was just like, this doesn't really feel like the right space for it. I feel like that would do better on a channel that's really more focused on that kind of subject matter, and this channel has kind of always been like our family building adventure and our adoption story and our infertility struggles and stuff like that, and vlogging now as a family. So it felt kind of like it'd be out of place, but I've decided I'm not really out of place right now to start a secondary channel that would be like solely focused on, you know, motherhood and lifestyle and beauty and fashion kind of content. There's just too much going on right now, and my focus has kind of been on this channel, and so I'm just gonna put it here. And for those of you who are interested, I hope you guys enjoy it. And if this is not your cup of tea, this is not what you come here for, then feel free to turn it off, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm not offended, don't worry about it. So I get a lot of comments about my makeup when I kind of do like a full face, and people are like, aren't you busy? Like, don't you have work? Aren't you watching your kid at the same time? Like, how do you find the time? And truthfully, guys, it doesn't take me that long. I've been wearing makeup for so many years, and I've kind of gotten to a place with my face and the products that I use that I kind of just know what I like to use and how I like to use it, and I can kind of just go through very efficiently and get my makeup done. It does not take me a very long time to do my makeup. I mean, if you see like full-on eyeshadow and stuff like that, then yeah, that probably added some time on. But foundation, you know, concealer, contour, blush, maybe lashes, like that doesn't really take me that long. So I'm going to run through my routine. I actually do have a video conference meeting today for work, so this is a day when I would pull myself together a little bit more than usual. I don't always wear makeup, by the way, guys, not every day. I would say maybe like 2 days a week I just don't wear any makeup, but if I'm gonna be on a video call, if I'm leaving my house for like any reason, I do put on at least like the bare minimum of makeup. This is how I store my lovely makeup. I used to have it all set up very nicely on the vanity in the bathroom. I have like a little golden glass, you know, tray that organized everything, but then we had a baby, and I needed my makeup and my getting ready routine to be very flexible, and I needed to be able to bring it with me in different places in the house depending on where I was going to be with the baby and whatever else. So I ended up just putting it in that little box, totally disorganized. I have to like shuffle through to find everything, but this is the system that I'm using right now, and it works. Going to tie my hair back in a low ponytail so that I look like one of the founding fathers of our great nation. For starters, I've already moisturized my face. I use the Tula moisturizer. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. I'll leave in the description everything that I use so that you guys can reference back to that, and I will make sure to list that there too. But I really like it. It feels really light on the skin and it absorbs really quickly, but your skin feels really, really moisturized. Also, my mirror is here, so if you see me looking this way, that's why. I'm gonna start off by putting some primer on. And this is just an e.l.f. primer. I think it's like the e.l.f. Luminous primer. It leaves like a kind of sheen to your skin, which makes it look a little bit dewier. I tend to use a lot of powders, so having something that like luminizes from underneath everything, I find helpful. Also, I forgot to mention that I have a stopwatch going on my phone, so at the end of this I can tell you how long it really does take me to do my makeup, because I'm sure as I'm editing I will fast forward through certain things, and it's going to make it look like it doesn't take me a long time to do things that maybe take longer than normal. I'm just going to use some of this Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I like this one because I like that it has a little wand and you can kind of just like paint it on your face. And that's what I do. I just kind of randomly slap it on there. And then I go in with a blending sponge. I don't use anything fancy. This is an e.l.f. blending sponge, and I just kind of bounce it around on the skin just to blend everything in. And I shouldn't have to say this, but it's the interwebs, so I feel like you always have to have some kind of disclaimer. I've been on the interwebs long enough to know that, but I'm not a makeup artist, guys. I just do my makeup purely for like survival, just because I feel better about myself when I wear makeup, and so I wear it. And it used to be a very big interest or hobby of mine. It's not as much now. When I was in high school, I was really, really into makeup. Had a lot of it, collected different collections and stuff that would launch. Now I don't do all of that. If I just buy the color, it's because I like it, not because it's part of anything limited edition. But yeah, so I mean, you might see me doing things that, like, if you are a makeup artist or you're just really great at makeup, you might be like, oh my god, I can't believe she's doing that. Can't believe that's the technique she's using, or like that's the wrong product for that. I don't really care. This is just what I do because it gets the job done. And yeah, and I might go back like I'm doing right now and add a little extra foundation. I struggle a lot with hormonal acne, and like literally anytime I get any kind of breakout at all, it scars my skin, and so I have a lot of dark spots. So I've been working to kind of fade those and stuff, but it takes time, and so I just like to make sure that everything is covered because that's how I feel most comfortable. Okay, and so this is my foundation. When I go back and do extra foundation like that, I typically don't go in with any concealer and can further conceal spots. They're usually already covered. I'm just gonna go in with a light foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm going to kind of do my under eye area. This is like a hot mess. I'm just trying to be quick. I know Josiah is gonna wake up from his nap any minute now. And I'm just trying to be quick. So again, I just take the other side of my sponge and just kind of blend this product into the under eye area. I try to get it as close to the lash line as possible. And then I bring it all the way up to like my temples. And then I take whatever's left on the sponge and I like drag it down my nose and up onto my forehead and around my mouth just to lighten the areas, because these are just places where I'm darker and places where I like to set with a lighter powder or set with like, not set, but add a highlighting powder. So speaking of setting powder, I'm gonna go in with a different sponge and my Airspun. I tap it into the lid. Ooh. Oh great, I just spilled it in the sink. This is real life, guys. So I'm just gonna put my sponge in the lid, get some powder on it, and then I'm just gonna press that in my under eye area. And I don't like really blend it in, I just kind of press it and let it sit atop of my skin. And then again, I'll take it, I'll drag it down the front of my nose, I'll drag it down the center of my forehead, and around my mouth. I actually don't even let it sit very long before I go in with my setting powder. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose ones. And I just put that on a fluffy brush. I think this is an e.l.f. brush too. Guys, as you can see, like my makeup is pretty inexpensive. I use a lot of drugstore products. And I go back and forth. There are times when I like more prestige products and higher end stuff, and then there's times when I don't. And I like to mix the two together. And so this is just what works for me. There's like, I haphazardly apply this, guys. I don't really have time to be super precise. And I just kind of blend that under eye powder off. I just kind of wipe away the excess with this. Taking a different fluffy brush. This is the same one I was just using. I have two of them. This is the one I use for bronzer. So I'm just gonna take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I'm just going to kind of make my face look a little bit sun-kissed. And at first I start with the cheekbone area. This is where I pop on contour later. I do this and then I contour. And then I just do my jawline. And then I just do up here my forehead. All right, now I'm using this little contour brush from Morphe and the Anastasia contour powder. And I'm just gonna go in under my cheekbones and kind of halfway down, kind of contour. I like kind of a pronounced contour. Not everybody does, but I do. I feel like it adds some shape to my face because I have like kind of a fuller jaw, I feel like. And then I take some and I bring it up here, sharpen around my temples, and I do the sides of my nose and like the underside just to make that look a little bit smaller. Now, because I don't want the line to be too sharp like this one, I just go back in with that setting powder brush and I just kind of blend it out a little bit, just so that nothing is too harsh and all of the bronzer and contour lines kind of are seamless. Now I'm going in with blush. This is just a MAC blush brush, and this is a MAC blush, but it's old. Like, talk about throwing away expired makeup. This probably is. But I really like the color, and it was part of a limited edition collection. So I just tap it on my apples and then kind of bring it up on top of where we just did that contour. All right, and now we're ready for some highlight, which is like my favorite part. This is just a Morphe highlight brush and then a Wet n Wild highlighter. And I'm just gonna go down the center of my nose and down my cheekbones here. I bring it up and make like a little C. I do this without a mirror, so I might be like literally lighting myself up like a Christmas tree. Like I see I have too much on my nose, so I'm gonna blend that out in a second. I like it on my nose, but that's like a little too much for me today. Alright, so now I'm going to do my brows. I'm currently using the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim pencil, and I have to say, it's okay. My favorite one is actually the Morphe one, but I haven't had time to make a trip to Ulta to get it. I should just put an order in, but it's the only thing I need, and I don't want to pay shipping for an eyebrow pencil. So until next time, Ulta. My brows are probably what I get the most amount of questions on, and they're pretty simple. I feel like I'm trying to find a hand mirror so that I can get close enough to show you like how I actually do this, because if I do it over here, you won't be able to see. And again, I get the most questions about this. So I just start here at the bottom of my brow, like that base where it starts. And I just kind of draw a line out because that's how my brow goes. And then I just follow the curve of my eyebrow and kind of line the bottom of it. Flick out the tail a little bit. See, that already looks better. And then I do that with the top, but I don't start right here. I start back here a little bit. And I might go in and fill the other part in depending on how I feel. And I just draw it up. And then I just kind of connect the two lines. And then I just draw short little lines, little dashes in between and around here, up here. And then I take the spoolie part and I just kind of brush it all out and see how it looks filled. And if there's any place that I need to go back in and add more, like I need some shape right here. I'm just gonna do my other one in the mirror because that's just easier for me and it's quicker. My mascara is on, so now it's time for the final step for this look today, which is just setting my face with a setting spray. I always use a setting spray. I just feel like it helps the makeup like sink into your skin and just look more natural, especially if you go for one that's a little dewier of a setting spray than a matte setting spray. If you're really oily, I guess go for a matte, but I tend to look more dry, so I like to go dewy. But this is just the Makeup Obsession Fit Fix Extra Hold Setting Spray, and I picked this up at Target. I don't know that it's super dewy. I prefer a dewier one than this, but I will say it's very long lasting. And with Mask Light, I try to keep my makeup around this area on as much as possible, so this helps. And then you just kind of do this and let your wet face dry. You just look ridiculous. And stop. Not bad. 15 minutes and 13 seconds. I think that's pretty good. Considering I really did my whole face minus, you know, any eyeshadow or anything like that. Now, if this was a day where I had less time or I wasn't going to be on a video call and I just wanted to spruce myself up a little bit, I could absolutely cut out the contour and I would just do like a light bronze. And I might cut out doing my brows and I might just use like a clear brow gel to just set them in place and make them look a little neat, and then just pop some mascara on, and that would cut down on some time. But I think the biggest thing that eats up my time is searching through this stupid box to find the products and the brushes especially that I'm looking for. That takes up the most time. If I didn't have that and everything was just laid out neatly in front of me, I probably could shave like 3 minutes off of that time. I figured I'd throw this on real quick. It's what I had in the box. This is just the NYX Soft Matte Cream in cans. It's kind of like a rosy color once it gets on your skin and dries. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it had been pretty highly requested. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down for me below. If you did like it, you can leave it a thumbs up. That helps out our channel a lot and kind of gives me an idea of what kind of content you enjoy watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me and my family in the future, and I will see you guys in our next one. Bye!